So, I thought for future use I'd like to do a video showing off my skins in Counter-Strike, and here's my Glock. I have to say it's probably one of my favourite Glock skins. I don't know why, it just looks really nice to me. Next we have the P250. This P250 I'll probably never change. One, because it's got a sticker on it, and two, because it holds some sentimental value. A friend of mine, we met in a casual game actually, I think I was doing a mission or something, really liked the skin, and I got him into competitive. I also bought him the skin because it's only like 20 cents, and yeah, it holds a lot of sentimental value to me. Next up we have the 5.7. I'm currently using the Retribution, Crumlinks gave it to me. I quite like it, but I also often use the 5.7, I forget the name now. It's not Candy Apple, it's... I forget it. It's red on top anyway. It's like the Candy Apple, but better. Anyway, Retribution. I really like it, except for that blue streak it's got on it. The blue streak really just sort of ruins the colour scheme for me, but I don't know. It still looks nice. Next up, we have the Deagle. I'm currently using the Bronze Deco, which is what it is. Yeah, Bronze Deco, which... This looks pretty nice, I have to say. I love the detailing on it. Feels good to fire as well. I much prefer it to the default Deagle. Next we have the Dual Berettas. These are the Dueling Dragons. They are nice. I like dragon skins. Apparently I am only... Since I'm not running out of ammo, I am only shooting with the left gun. Oh well. It's kind of funny. Next we have the Tech 9. Now this Tech 9... I don't like it all, really. I got it mainly because it was a cheap stat track Tech 9, and I wanted stat track for some reason. And the only reason why I'm still using it today is because of the stat track. I'll have to get a stat track swapper at some point. Next up, we have the USPS. And yeah, I really like this USPS. Fires well, looks good. Overall, I love it. Next we have the Mac Daddy, which today I'm using the Mac 10 Carnivore, but most of the time I use the Mac 10 Heat. I unboxed this. I couldn't trade away my gamma case, I couldn't sell it, so I decided screw it. If I can't do it, I'll just open it. And I did, and I got this. Literally the only skin I don't like in that entire case. Oh well. Next, we have the MP9 Ruby Poison Dart, is that what it is? Yeah, Ruby Poison Dart. Skin I quite like, but a lot of people dislike. I like how much it shines. I like the shininess of the skin. The color palette, you could have a slightly better one, but you know, it's not too bad. Next, we have the MP7. This is a skull. This is one of the oldest skins in my inventory. And yeah, I really like it. It's a really nice skin overall. Next up, the UMP. This is a factory new UMP Riot. I don't really like camouflage that much, but I like the pattern underneath the camouflage. You can see all those dots there. So I really like this UMP overall. Next we have the Bison. I'm currently using the Brass. I don't know, it looks good at times, and other times it looks bad. Right now this looks pretty good, but in shadow it looks really bad. Next we have the P90. Now, this is a P90 module, it's only field tested. I unboxed it at one point, I think. But the sticker it's got on it, I wish I hadn't applied that, because now that sticker is worth 15 euros. Yeah, that's like the value of half of my entire inventory, so... oh well. Next we have the Galil. I use a factory new Kami. I really like the white Galil. I'm thinking of getting is it Eco? Yeah, the Eco Galil, but for now the Kami will have to do. I don't use the Galil that much, so it doesn't really matter too much. Next the FAMAS. FAMAS Survivor Z, in my opinion, one of the better FAMASs overall. Next we have AK-47. This is one of the most valuable skins in my inventory. Not the most, but one of the most. It's Emerald Pinstripe. I used to use the Elite build, but I decided to switch over to the Pinstripe because to be a bit more fancy with my AK. Anyway, it's a very nice skin overall. I really like the pattern on the back of the gun there. Looks nice. Next, we have an M4. I don't have a skin for an M4 A4, but I got a skin for M4A1S. This is the second most valuable skin in my inventory. Basilisk. In case you didn't know, I liked mythical creatures and dragons and stuff, so that's why. All my skins are based around that, basically. And, yeah, well, not all of them, but my goal is to get all of them based around that. And yeah, I really like this. Next, we have the SG553. I think this is one of, or even the most, my favourite skin in my entire inventory. I love this design. I just love it so much. Feels nice to fire as well. I like the orange border around it. Looks really nice. Okay, next we have the Org, the most valuable skin in my inventory. The Orc Chameleon. And this I'm never getting rid of. I actually did sell it at one point, but I bought it back. It holds sentimental value to me. A friend who introduced me to Counter-Strike bought this for me, and haven't changed ever since. I've used it since I was Silver 1, and I really like it. Next we have Scout. Probably, well, a lot of people agree, the best cheap Scout in the game. The Scout Abyss, or SG08 Abyss. I really like this. Next we have the AWP. I do not have a skin for the AWP. I used to, but I sold it because skins for AWPs for some reason are super valuable. I don't understand why, really. Next we have the auto sniper, one of the auto snipers. This one's blue. I like it a bit, but I don't know. I much prefer this one, which is green. Look at that green paint. Going on to the Nova Koi, and actually they've recently changed the sound for all of the shotguns, so let's demonstrate those. Definitely one of my favourite skins as well. Next we have the XM1014. This one I remember buying on an old Operation map. No, not Castle. I forget the name of it exactly. But I'll probably talk about it when I make a video on that map. But the red leather is a really old skin that's quite valuable, and I quite like it though. It's definitely a very nice skin. Next we have the Sword Off. I use the Yorick. It's 50-50. I don't like that the handle hasn't really had much texturing. Only that back area has had texture, but it's okay. It's quite nice. I have to say I love the firing animation for the Sword Off. Next we have the Swag 7 or the Mag 7 Heaven Guard. I really like this skin. Probably might not change it. Next we have the M249, and this is a Magma. It is again one of the first skins I got. I think this is the first skin I ever unboxed. And yeah, it's very nice and looks nice anywhere you go with it, and I'll probably never change from this one again. Next we have the Negev. I don't really care much about the Negev. I did unbox the skin, so that's what I'm using right now. I once did buy a Desert Strike thinking, oh, that will be good, but no, there's wear on a factory new Negev, so what's the point in even having factory new if there's already wear on it? Seriously, Negev is my least favourite skin in my entire inventory. Can I just say this gun is really satisfying to use now? Because it is.